I believe in like hard work and like, you know, putting yourself in the best position to get what you want. I want more career opportunities, or I want love. I'm way more focused on like myself, my mental health, my peace. My biggest red flag is probably the fact I have guy friends. Want to or do?
Do you? If you have male friends and you're an attractive woman,
yeah,
chances are that every single one of those guys either have, want to, or will. Height matters based upon what you said in there.
Yeah, I'm not like anyone else would tell you this too. Like, I do have kind of types. Like, I do care about someone being taller than me. I feel like infidelity in a marriage, especially when there's children's, that's a no.
Do you think that men prioritize women's orgasm as much as women prioritize men's orgasm?
No. Immediately. No. Hell no.
So let's say, now I said, hey, you have a pretty smile. We should hang out sometime.
Cheater. 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 Cheater.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you'll continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I am Mohammed Malay here with our newest guest, Bo.
Hi.
Bo Electra.
Bo Electra.
Awesome. Introduce yourself, where you're from, what you do, and how old you are, so on and so forth.
Okay. Well, I'm Bo Electra, as he said. I'm from kind of all over. I lived in a lot of places because I did gymnastics and then classical ballet. So I was just constantly traveling. But when I say I'm going home, I'm going to Florida, specifically Sarasota. And then what I do, I make music. I'm obnoxiously like outspoken about mental health and social issues. So that's fun. And what was the other question?
How old you are?
I'm 22.
Okay.
I'm a baby.
Yeah. When is your birthday?
January 15th. I'm a Capricorn.
You're Capricorn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in science?
Do I believe in science?
Science.
Yeah.
You do?
Why would I not believe in science?
No, signs.
Oh, signs. I thought you said
Yes.
science.
No,
I was
not
like,
science. Well, some people don't believe in
I was
science.
like, that's an option?
Well, for some people it is.
Oh, don't get me started. Signs. Yes, I'm super witchy. So astrology.
Witchy?
Yeah, very.
How does that work?
Like holistic medicine and
Uh-huh.
herbology and manifestation, connecting to like deities or energy.
Okay. Just expand on that.
Like deities?
Sure.
It could be like God, the moon, Aphrodite. Like a lot of people connect to like Greek gods and goddesses. I think it's more just because of like what each one represents.
What do you mean by connect?
Like connect to their energy. So literally like how people pray to God. People will like have altars to different deities.
Okay, so like explain to me like how does that go within the daily routine of yours?
I mean, I connect a lot with Aphrodite, but I don't do it really in a way that I'm like I pray to her, but I do have like a little altar. And I try to connect with her energy or what she represents. And then when it comes to like spells and herbology and stuff like that, which is just really, in my opinion, because I'm super eclectic and I was raised Catholic, crazy. But like, I just think about it as just an energetic like transfer. Like you're focusing your energy on something. So whether it's like beauty or like, I want to bring this into my life or I want to release this. It's just all like about a focus of energy, just as much as like praying is like you're focusing on something.
Have you seen any results in doing this?
Yes, I will say that manifesting comes pretty fast if my energy is like aligned, because there have been times I've noticed this recently because I just got out of a really bad relationship. And so like, during that time, I like couldn't write, didn't feel connected to like myself, really couldn't manifest. And I've been like on that for a while. I have manifestation boards every single year and I can look back and see like how they've worked. like that they have. I've knocked things off the list. And then when I'm in a period of like that, nada. Like, it does not matter. I'm not connected because I just don't assume that it's going to come to me, which is kind of the opposite of what you're trying to do. Because the universe provides if you think that you already have it. It's like the whole concept, I guess. But when your energy's not actually aligned, it's not going to work. But now, recently, I would say since I got out, I've like gotten my sparkle back. And I've been more connected to myself and I think the energy around me. And so like more things have been coming in than in an entire year. Like, it was like dead for a year, except for like one or two things. And it was weird because those things came when like there was a weird period of like separation between me and like the person.
So when you say, when you align yourself, does that mean that you could just think about it and then you don't have to do anything? Or like, what is an example of something that you've manifested?
I mean, obviously I believe in like hard work and like, you know, putting yourself in the best position to get what you want. But I also do think that if you're aligned with your purpose, the things that need to come to you will.
So it's basically luck.
It's luck with a little bit more effort put towards it. Like, you say what you want. Like, I want more career opportunities, or I want love. I'm not anti-love. I just think that that's a, you know, like.
You know, what is it? You don't
I'm
want
not
love?
Anti-love. No, I just think that like right now that's definitely not what I'm searching for. I'm way more focused on like myself, my mental health, my peace, like music, like career goals. Not love. But that's also because I have been in a lot of not good situations, because that's what I attracted. It's super fun. There's a whole psychology behind it. I understand where it comes from now.
Where does it come from?
Developmental trauma and also just general trauma responses and generational trauma.
Okay.
Usually. So I don't know. If I do the psychology about it, which I have, and like I go to therapy and now I study a lot more by myself, especially since my last relationship. I've just wanted to get all of the knowledge that I possibly can to prevent myself doing it again.
Break the cycle.
To break the cycle, you know, and also to understand better, not only just from my point of view or like why I get into those situations or don't intend to anymore, because now I'm trying to outsmart it, but also what the opposite side is, like why the people I've been with are like that, or like I studied a lot of attachment theory now, which that's been interesting and also been like a slap in the face, because I'm like, damn, you're a cliche. But then also on the flip side, I'm like, damn, they're a cliche. You thought you were special, huh? And I'm like, dang, everything's written down. Like, everyone's been through this before. There's like a script that they're following and they don't even realize it.
Everybody's been through something. That's for sure. Okay, so let's go over your relationship history, because it seems like there's a lot going on there.
Oh, yeah.
So currently single,
yes,
presumably. No situationship, no anything.
No, I'm kind of dating, but I'm not really focused on it, as my friends have learned and I have said. It's just like I'm doing social experiments.
Okay, sure. So, and how long has this been going on? How long have you been single?
Let's see, like 4 months now.
4 months, okay. And then your relationship before that was how long?
It was a year, but it was like intense.
Okay.
Like, I thought I was done dating. I've never been more blessed to not be done dating.
Okay. So while you were 21, you had this whole relationship going on. And then what was your relationship history before that?
God. No. It was bad.
Well, no, just the timeline. So like before you were 21. So during your 20 21st year of living, I suppose, you were with this relationship of 1 year. Mm-hmm. And then before that, you were in how many other relationships?
I wasn't in a lot of like serious ones.
Mm-hmm. So a bunch of situationships, basically. Uh-huh. Okay.
A bunch of like not good ones.
Okay.
I've had like, I think I had only been in love like once before.
Or so you think?
My ex. Yes, so I believe.
Your ex that you were with just recently?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you guys meet?
Coffee shop.
Okay. And tell us the story of like what happened, kind of let's just go through that whole relationship.
Okay, being completely blunt and honest. So when I met him, I was in a position because I was with someone that really, 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 really not good. Like bad is the reason I went to intensive therapy, like, you know. And so then after that, I was really focused on healing and stuff like that. And I think I had one situationship come back around that had been like in my presence for 2 years prior. That ended pretty fast.
Okay.
Again, for the second time around. But we're good now. Very interesting. But then before my relationship, I was honestly like poly. Like I was dating openly. I had like my duckies in a row.
Okay.
Like I had my people and I was happy with that. I was like building the perfect relationship. I wasn't completely invested in one person. I was probably a little bit more detached, but I have like problems with an anxious attachment style, so it was healthier for me. Mm-hmm. And I was really happy. Mm-hmm. Like so happy and content where I was. And then he came in. And he was very pure.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Your generation throws out words like they mean something specific, but they don't mean what you think they mean. So what does that mean? What does pure mean?
Like snow. Like never dated.
So you saw him and you thought, oh, wow, snow.
No, wrong.
What are you talking about?
I saw him and I thought, I can curse, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I saw him and I thought, ooh, slutty indie boy. Also thought he was
you
bisexual.
Thought what?
Slutty indie boy.
Uh-huh.
And also like thought he was bi.
Okay.
Like that was just my initial thought.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
So that's definitely not pure. So what do you
That was my assumption. Uh-huh. And I wanted to add him to my list of duckies.
Okay.
Then I actually went out with him.
Uh-huh. And
I learned glass shattered in front of me. I was like, oh, not a slutty indie boy. Like,
uh-huh.
Pure as snow, younger than me. Like, did
younger than you.
Nothing before. Okay. Yes. Did nothing before.
Mm-hmm. So by pure, you mean vanilla, is what you're trying to say.
No, I mean innocent.
Virgin. Okay. Continue. Uh-huh. Okay. We got to the point of pure. Uh-huh.
Not only just that.
Inexperience.
First kiss, bro.
Okay. How old was he? 18?
19.
19. Okay.
No, there's no explanation for that.
Uh-huh.
Well, there is now, but I did not expect that. And so then I cannot lie. When I found out, I fully like hit the brakes. Mm-hmm. Because I was not in a place where that's what I was looking for. And I also thought that I was bad for him. Like it was a lot of, like that thought was a lot of pressure for me. And also I was literally like poly at the time. Like I was dating other people and they all knew about it. And it wasn't like I lied to him about that. Like he knew. Mm-hmm. But he obviously was not that.
Sure.
So I was definitely taken aback, and I did after like a week push him away, and I was like, I made jokes. I was like, okay, like, yeah, sleep with 10 people and come back to me. Uh-huh. Like if that's what you want, because it gave me a lot of anxiety.
Okay.
And then he just didn't go away.
So he was insisting that he wanted to experience these things with you.
He played the long game. He played boyfriend with no benefits.
Uh-huh.
Like, no benefits.
Okay.
I mean, we cuddled. Oh,
sure.
So cute.
I mean, as far as he's concerned, he's lost nothing because he's a virgin, so.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
But, yeah, I guess you can wait longer if you're already a virgin.
Sure.
Yeah. That didn't make sense to me. I'm like, damn, he has a lot of self-control.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, then, I don't know. I just started following. He was so sweet and so caring and like
love bombing you, basically.
Oh, that's exactly what he was doing. Now that I know, I know. But at the time, it just seemed like everybody was on team him. Like my therapist, my mom, like my sisters, everybody, which is never the case. And I was like, no, I don't know, like terrifying. And yeah, then I started following. He just, he was there all the time. And
okay.
He wanted to like, I want to help you. Like, I want to help you go through like what you're going through. I want to be the safe space for you that you've never had. Yada, yada, yada. And got like, broke down some of my walls that were super high. Now I realize that he was pushy about it, but I didn't at the time. I thought that it was like, I thought that it was a good thing that when I would close off about something, he would push harder. I realize now that that's data mining and and intimacy sampling. So not a good thing. Getting a lot of information for no information in return that can later be used against you. It's not always the case, but that was the case. But then I got in deep, and and it did not go well.
So what happened?
I don't. It's like I was seemingly so happy, but also at the same time very much not. But I fell into a lot of old patterns I thought I had broken. Like, that I also did not assume would come along with him. So it was like a completely different flavor of manipulation than I'd ever experienced, as my therapist would call it.
You just have to make the best from what you've got.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? The Lord gives its toughest soldiers the toughest battles.
Sure.
Something like that. Something like that.
Something people made up to make themselves feel better for things. But
hey, it makes me feel better.
Hey, as long as you feel good, that's all that matters.
If it helps you survive, it's, you know what? It works. It does the trick, even if it's psychosomatic.
Okay, so, and then prior to that, you were poly. Did those people know that you're poly? Were they also poly? Okay. And then... yeah,
it was like an open thing. Like, I was dating multiple people. All the other people knew I was dating multiple people.
Were they also dating multiple people? Some of them were, some of them were not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they all were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And then, so no other serious relationships before that?
No, not that serious.
Got it. Okay. And how do you typically meet guys that you date?
I feel like I've met a lot of people through like friends and like friend groups that I've been in. Like literally just like surrounding me less than meeting people on dating apps. However, since I've moved to LA, it's definitely been more that.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know, it's hard to like meet people out here other than if you're like at the club, and I don't really want to meet somebody at the club.
What is the difference?
What is the difference? What?
Between you meeting somebody at the club versus
like
if you're going to be poly, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, those people go to the club, so I don't understand.
I don't know. I just...
Is this a made-up concept in your head?
Probably. Yeah. No, it's just a thing. Like, maybe I just don't want that story. But also, I feel like... I think that atmosphere is... like, I don't feel like I'm going to meet somebody that I will take seriously if I met them in that circumstance.
Would you take somebody seriously if you met them at the gym?
Maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's just daylight. Maybe it's just daylight. Also, I feel like if you meet somebody at the club, it's like more hookup culture than like meeting somebody, having a date planned. Like,
literally makes no difference. People make these things up in their head.
I can make up anything I want in my head.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Life.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point. That,
yeah,
like,
I'm not judging
make
other
up
people.
These reasonings of like, hey, like if I meet somebody at the club, it would be more of a hookup than if I met them somewhere else.
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that. I just think personally, like, I don't really see myself doing that. But I'm not anti that. I also just don't go to the club as much anymore. So it's not really like, like, I just don't like party as much as I used to. I think I went through my phase, and maybe that's why I'm more like my gears have shifted. Mm-hmm. Probably that's just like I'm not in that position as much. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I also don't think I meet a lot of, when I did go to the clubs, meet a lot of people like my age.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think when I did go out clubbing a lot, like more when I first moved here, I didn't meet many guys that were my age range. Like, not that I have like a deep one, but I feel like I met guys that were much older than me.
Okay. What's the oldest you've dated?
34. So like, it's not that crazy.
It's not.
I think, no, I'm not anti-dating somebody older. I honestly would prefer it because I think you have more life experience, and I think I need that. Mm-hmm. Like, either want someone to be on the same level of me in a way of like experience and knowledge, or higher than me so I can learn something.
Right.
But
what's the oldest you would date?
I think that like mid-30s is good for me right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So nobody like in their 40s?
No.
That's a little too much.
That's a little too much. Mm-hmm. If I really fell in love with someone, like I'm not gonna, but I'm not actively seeking that.
I mean, naturally, you wouldn't fall in love with somebody that you're unwilling to date, no?
Exactly. But I mean, I'm not completely unwilling. If you meet someone and you immediately click, then I'm not really thinking about the age range.
Got it.
I'm just like...
So if they look good and you're like assuming that they might be younger, or like they just look fine, and you're, and they're not walking around with a cane or a walker. Then...
Yeah, I definitely am not trying to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to take care of boys anymore, and I don't want to take care of old men. So right. I need that in-between stage.
Got it. Okay, cool. So when you start dating people, or I guess the people that you were poly with, were you actively trying to be in an open relationship, and you would tell them this?
Yeah.
What was the response?
Always good. I mean, one was like a poly couple, and that was cool. And then at that point, I really wasn't like looking for anything serious. I was very committed to myself and healing. So that's why all of this was kind of to me. But like, I also I'm not anti-hookup culture, but I do like having actual connections with people rather than just cycling like Kleenex. So I enjoyed the fact that I got to date like multiple people, and I actually cared about them emotionally and had connections with them in different ways, and we could like go out and date. It wasn't just sex.
Sure.
And I wasn't seeing like a bunch of different people. Like, I had my duckies. Like,
okay.
I had my people. It just wasn't like serious.
Got it.
But everything was safe and like clearly communicated, and there were like precedents that were set in the beginning and stuff. So it was like, okay, if one of us finds like someone and we're gonna get into a serious relationship with them, okay, cool. Like, we're friends. Sick. Like, no issues there.
Makes sense. What's your biggest red flag?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I necessarily, like, I can't think of one specific red flag. Like, I don't even know.
Tell me 2 or 3.
No, I literally don't know. I think it's just now, like.
If I call one of your friends, what would they say?
What my biggest red flag is?
Uh-huh.
In myself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to call one of my friends and find that out.
Call one.
Let's see.
Put it on speaker.
Let's see if they answer. I know he's at the gym, so.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah, my biggest red flag is probably the fact I have guy friends. I do have predominantly male friends. But I think that if you're insecure about that, then you're just insecure.
Sure.
There's no trust.
Well, it's debatable.
What do you mean?
Well, it would be insecurity if none of those guys want to fuck you.
Wait. Sorry. Huh?
It would be an insecurity if none of those guys want to fuck you.
The guys that I'm friends with?
Yes. But the assumption is...
Want to or do?
Do fuck you?
Yeah, I feel like want to or have or do. Like, okay, that's just...
I mean, regardless.
Isn't that often just like a female, like, male dynamic?
Not if you're ugly.
That's true. Apparently that is a thing. I have heard that.
So, in your case, clearly...
But then you won't be friends. Like, I've heard that too.
No, you could be friends.
That you won't be that close or something like that.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's case by case. It's not generally the same thing. But the reality of it is, majority of the time, I would say even the ones that are saying that they're not are lying. If you have male friends and you're an attractive woman,
yeah,
chances are that every single one of those guys either have, want to, or will fuck you.
I can agree with this. Like,
So
I'm not anti this, but that's just also like if you're talking to your partner, like you're not hiding anything. Like my ex met my like male friends because they're really important to me.
Okay.
And that's not to say that my male friends haven't or wouldn't, like whatever, because you know.
Here's the problem. Majority of the time when women have guy friends and have a lot of guy friends, let's say you and I are in a relationship and you have a bunch of these guy friends and every single one of them want to fuck you.
Okay.
And like this guy, for example, right? He must be very close to you.
Yeah, he's like my brother.
Okay.
You're like, I've heard that before.
Have you had sex with him?
No.
Okay, you've never had sex with him?
No.
You would never have sex with him?
No. Why'd you just me?
I
feel like I'm in the hot seat right now. Woo!
Okay, so you would never fuck him. If you asked him, would you want to fuck? What would he say?
Well, no, because he's like, we just got off the phone recently. Like he likes a girl. Like he's a that wasn't my question. If I called right now and said that?
Not right now. Let's say he doesn't have a girl.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. So
yeah,
he would
maybe.
say yes. So he would say yes. So
maybe.
No, you're saying maybe for the sake of this podcast, but we both know that the answer to that question is yes.
I think that's just a male answer.
Nonetheless, the point is that if he's going to say yes and you and I are in a relationship and I know that he's going to say yes, right? My assumption at that point would be that if anything happens in our relationship, which as somebody who you're friends with, you're probably going to go share with this person, then I have to think to myself, okay, what is his agenda at this point? What is his desire at this point? What is he going to have the audacity to try to break us up and have your back? Or is he going to be objective?
Yeah.
And see the good in our relationship and want to preserve our relationship as opposed to have his own agenda and have his own best interests at heart.
Yeah.
So I went through this with my wife. She had a best friend who was constantly trying to like talk shit about our relationship. Okay.
But then you shouldn't be friends.
But here's the thing. It wasn't my place to tell her that you shouldn't be friends with this person.
Of course.
Right? The only thing that I can do, that I should do, is to listen, be present, and give her the support she needs for her to understand that the relationship that she has with this person is not good for her.
Yeah.
But I can't say that.
No.
I shouldn't say that.
No.
And so if there were situations that would come up, first of all, she's very mature. So like she's not a type of person that she would go and share the sort of turmoil of our relationships and the challenges of our relationships. However, when you have friends, you sometimes want to share things with them.
Yeah.
But you also want to feel safe enough to share things with them.
Right.
To a point where they don't come right after and shit all over your relationship and say, well, you got to divorce your husband, or you can't be with this person, or whatever it is. Right.
Yeah.
Because it goes both ways. And so and eventually she got to a point of realizing that, wow, like I have a friend who's just not supportive at all towards my relationship whatsoever, and not for good reason.
Right.
And that was only because I had kept myself cool and calm and didn't throw myself in the middle of things and say, you know what, you cannot be friends with this person.
Yeah, I feel like that's never going to work.
Because if you do that, then she's going to be like, but he's my friend. He hasn't done anything.
It's also just
you just
like
have to allow people to go through. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, like I'm not going to tell someone I'm with that they can't be friends with someone else.
Yes.
Unless I was like brutally disrespected by that person. But then in that case, I would assume that my partner in support of me would not want to continue a friendship with that person.
But the problem is, here's where the issue comes in.
Actually,
the issue is that once you start to give people these little nags.
Oh, I got my biggest red flag in case you were curious.
We'll go through that. Once you start to get these little nags, when you go to your friend and you talk and you try to go over these challenges in your relationship, that even though they might not be the right things, they do have a little bit of effect. They do cut a little bit. They do kind of put questions in your head. Is this person's opinion, is it actually true? Is it actually possible? And that subconsciously affects your relationship.
Yeah.
And so if I see the person that I'm with going and having a relationship with somebody who's not supportive of my relationship, I'm going to start to think to myself, what is my wife? What is my girlfriend? What is this person that I'm in a relationship's reasoning for being in this relationship with this person to begin with?
Yeah.
What do they get out of it?
Yeah, I can see that.
And so most people start to respond much more defensively, even though they shouldn't, but they do respond defensively because they jump ahead 20 steps trying to preserve that thing from happening to begin with. And so they go, what? You're in this relationship with the guy that wants to fuck you? No, you shouldn't be.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you're right, but also I think that there are like different cases and nuances. Like,
of course.
I wouldn't attack a guy for having like a friend who's a girl. I am a friend who's a girl. Like,
but that's different. And
why is it different?
Because you're the one calling the shots. Yeah, you called him your brother. If I talked to him, he would never call you his sister. And that's what the difference is. You in your head would think to yourself, I'm never sleeping with this guy. But that guy is thinking to himself, if she wants to sleep with me, I'll sleep with her.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you can't compare the two because they're not the same.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I have like, I don't know. I have weird opinions because I know that there are girlfriends that are like, oh my God, beware of the girl best friend. Like she probably wants like the boyfriend.
Sure. I mean, certain situations, that's very true. Of course.
Know. I think I have or want to have a lot of trust in my partner and enough communication that we both feel comfortable regardless. And that's why I'm not like, I would never hide my history with other people. And when I introduce like people, if I have people that I've like had situationships with that are still in my life, which I do, mm-hmm. and we're still very close. Mm-hmm. And like we were together for a second there. Like we've been around and now we're close. Mm-hmm. Like I'm definitely gonna introduce like my boyfriend and be like, hey, so this is my friend letting you know this happened in the past.
We dated.
Not gonna happen again. But like gears have shifted.
That's just that. Like, what is the reason you're friends with this person?
Because we like have formed a relationship.
Yeah.
As friends.
Sure, 100%. But then what is the reason though? That's not, time is not a reason.
What do you mean? What's the reason?
What is this relationship bringing you?
Like peace and security and companionship and friendship. Mm-hmm. Like if I can give them advice, it's just like any other friend. It just happens to be a male. Like why would it be different if it's a woman?
Oh, I'm not saying it would be different. I'm just asking if you're friends with a girl, regardless of a woman or a man.
Yeah.
Right. That friendship has to bring you something.
Yeah. Just like any other friendship, when you can like
exactly,
you can rely on them, you can call them, like you can trust them with things.
Yeah.
Like a genuine friendship.
So then when you're in, so how many friends do you have? Like
close out here, yeah. I would say I have like a pretty close-knit friend group in general that are like all in music that I've met all through that. And then I have like 2 guy friends that are best friends. Mm-hmm. And they're like super, super close with me.
Best friends with each other?
Yes.
Okay. And then also close with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like all 3 of us are very, very, very close.
And then you've dated both of them?
No.
Or you just dated one of them?
No.
Oh, you haven't dated any of them?
No.
Got it.
No, we've not dated.
You just sounded like you had something with them.
Yes, I love them.
Okay. So maybe I misunderstood.
Like they're like guys and girls. They're like my girlfriends.
Okay.
They're like girly pop.
They're going to hate hearing this.
Oh my God. I would say this to their face.
Sure. Have you is the question.
I definitely have. Or something along. Yes, for sure. Like okay. I could like cuddle with them and watch a movie talk about like whatever relationship I'm like in or entertaining.
Those are not the same things, but okay. What did he say that your biggest red flag is?
Oh, my one of my guy best friends and my girl best friend, both my coworkers, we're very, very close. I texted our group chat because my other male friend is at the gym. And my new red flag is that I get the ick very easily.
And why do you get the ick very easily?
Because right now I'm like obnoxiously protective of my energy after what things I've been through.
What is an
like
ick?
I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to when my like nervous system's affected by someone. So if like I feel like I'm being suffocated really fast, or like they're like I can tell that they're not serious, like they don't want an actual relationship, it's just like a hookup thing. I don't really want to be involved in that anymore. Like I don't want to waste my time in that. I don't want to waste my energy because I have a problem of getting far too like
emotionally attached.
Yes, exactly. And losing myself in that. And I'm really trying to work on that. Mm-hmm. So my standards right now for myself and my boundaries are very heavily set.
Sure.
And they can like loosen up in the future. But right now I have to be like very strong-armed about it. Mm-hmm. So like I know what I want in an actual partner. for the most part. So like the second I feel like someone isn't or they're giving me like some sort of thing that's like bothering me, I know that I need to like go. So I get the ick. It's not like, oh my God, he like zipped up his jacket weird, or like like he puts his socks on like one at a time and then his shoe. Like it's not like stupid stuff like that. It's like, oh, I didn't like that phrasing, or I didn't like the fact that like I was in his car and I saw like other girls texting him at this time, like when we're literally on a date. I also am like, I have like an application right now that like I have people fill out in order to like go out with me.
And which is what?
It's really long. I just read it to my dad and my sister and my therapist.
Go ahead.
You want me to read this?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Sure. That's what we want.
It's like baddie.
We want crazy.
It's baddie, but this is how I'm protecting myself.
I don't know what language you're speaking, but continue.
Baddie?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Like basket case?
Okay,
like crazy?
Got it.
Okay, let's see. No, this is wild. I will say I also just set in general, if I haven't sent this, precedence that I'm like, okay, walk on the inside of the street. Like that's a tip off for me. That's a good sign. I also expect like every guy to give me flowers on the first date.
Okay.
Like it's not like presumed, but I'll say like I like flowers, or I'll mention that because for me that's just like a good sign that they are willing to put in some effort.
Sure.
You know? Things like that I did not set in my brain before. Okay. Section 1, basic eligibility. And this is just to check the box, you know? Are you taller than me? It's not hard. I'm 5'3". It's fair. Do you have a fully developed frontal lobe? Are you emotionally intelligent enough to not think emotional intelligence means texting back fast? Can you form complete sentences without sounding like a podcast bro? Ha ha ha. Or a Reddit thread. By that I mean like a red-pilled podcast bro, okay? Like, I don't want your information coming from Andrew Tate. Thanks. Thanks. We're not for each other. Section 2, core values and requirements. Rank your alignment 1 to 10 with the following standards. Be honest. This will be verified via behavior and not words.
Okay.
Having fun yet?
It's great.
1, I make consistent effort, not the bare minimum disguised as a grand gesture, but actual effort. I bring, in parentheses, or am learning to bring, flowers and good energy, not drama. I understand courting is a verb, not a TikTok trend. I have solid banter and a sense of humor that isn't just quoting Family Guy or being mean as a sense of flirting. I either have amazing music taste or I will submit to hers. Obviously, I make music and music is my love language. So I would like someone to have good music taste or like general interest in it. I support her passions without competition, confusion, or condescension. I'm protective but not controlling, assertive but not aggressive. I understand that devotion does not mean obsession. It means presence, consistency, and reverence. By the way, anything on this would apply to me too. It doesn't just apply to the other person. Like I would not write it that way. Bonus round, short answers. Please answer in complete sentences. Bullet points and TikTok slang will be disregarded. Describe a time you showed up for someone without being asked to. What's one thing that you're working on emotionally that no one taught you growing up? What do you admire most about someone who knows what they want? If you saw her, aka me, in this case, actively processing or being triggered by a past trauma, what would you say or do? List 3 songs that make you feel something. It's good.
Is that all?
There's a final thoughts thing, but it's crazy.
Which is?
This is an option, an optional question. Why should she give you the time of day instead of continuing her life uninterrupted by your presence? And then you may attach a playlist, proof of therapy attendance, and a photo of your bookshelf as supporting materials. By submitting this application, you agree to be held accountable, emotionally available, and have at least a little bit of intellectual, like, stimulation, something like that.
Okay. And how many people have you sent this to?
Let's see. I'm on social experiment going on social experiment number 6. I think I've sent this to like 3 people.
And?
I've gotten 3 responses. I've gone on 3 dates. Like, I mean, I've gone on more. I'm going on the 6th. But the responses were good, but also I said, like, it's, you know, based on how they act. So I'm also checking for those other things. Mm-hmm. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aren't still around. But I had fun. Like, one of them, I could tell immediately, like, we weren't very compatible. And it wasn't because, like, I thought they were a bad person or they set up my red flag detectors. We were just not compatible in, like, our interests.
Okay.
And I could tell, like, when we were getting drinks, like, we could talk, but I knew that I was, not to say in a bad way, too much. But, like, to him, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
Like, he's too, like, intellectually driven and, what is it, right side brain? Okay. It's more, like, logical and stuff, and I'm a little bit...
More emotional?
Not even just emotional. Like, I'm, like, artsy and stuff like that. So, like, I think just lifestyles are different, interests are different. Mm-hmm. But nothing wrong with that, and I'm not really, like, I hate being ghosted. I think that ghosting culture is stupid, and it hurts feelings, and people aren't just disposable like that. So I have been, like, clear about things. Like, thank you so much, I had a good time. And I haven't been mean, like, but you know, like, I feel like both parties kind of know sometimes. Second one, he was cool. I actually really liked his vibe and stuff like that. But then I got really busy the next, like, week, and so I couldn't do something that we were gonna do. And then he got, like, really freaked out and was like, I feel like your tone has changed, and, like, are you still interested? And I was like, okay, that's, like, freaking me out, because that's a lot, really, like, a lot of really fast, and that doesn't feel healthy for me. Mm-hmm. It just didn't.
Sure.
It, like, caused me to get all anxious.
Yeah.
I texted my therapist about it, and I was like, am I being crazy? And she was like, no, I can see, like, she read the messages and stuff, and she was like, yeah, that is really, like, clingy energy very fast. Like, that doesn't seem healthy, at least for me.
Sure.
I'm not saying he's a bad person. It's just, like, not for me. Number 3 was still obsessed with his ex. That was easy. Uh-huh. I think that was a simple one. I was like, yo, if you're still in love with your ex, I'm not trying to be the middleman. Like, go back to your ex. Number 4, same thing, but in even a, like, stranger way, because we hadn't gone out yet, which now I'm very glad about. But, like, he randomly texted me. By the way, this is a stranger. Like, this is a stranger. He randomly texted me and asked for advice about something. And I was like, yeah, like, what do you need help with? And then he starts going on this whole thing about his ex and how she, like, stalks him, but he, like, feels bad for her. And, you know, she's really struggling to move on after him. And, like, she showed up at his house. And I was like, all of this seems, like, not, like, healthy. Like, your ex probably shouldn't just be randomly showing up at your house. Mm-hmm. Like, that's really, like, that's not acceptable behavior. But then also at the same time, he's, like, allowing it and being like, I feel really bad for her, and, like, she, you know, she can't move on and all of this. And I was like, okay. And then he gave me, like, all the dirty details about their relationship. And I was like, once again, I'm a stranger. Uh-huh. Like, why are you telling me about your sex life with your ex? Like, in detail. We've never met before. That's, whoa. Like, I'm just, like, sitting there, and I did not know how to respond to him. Like, he just kept going. And I was just like, whoa, that's a lot. And he's like, yeah, I have a tendency to do that. I was like, I'm just trying to process. I don't really, I don't know how to fucking help this. And then, like, that same night, a few hours later, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. Like, I had stopped texting. And then he like asked me what I was doing the next day. I was like, I think I have something to do. I can't remember. I know I have something at night. I had therapy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I had therapy. And he was like, maybe you could play like therapist for me. I was like, was that not what I was just fucking doing? Like, is that not what you just asked me to do? And then gave me like hours. He was like from like 9 to 4 a.m. And I was like, I can FaceTime you if you need to talk. I'm definitely not staying. Like, why are you giving me hours? Am I being paid for this therapy session? And then he was like, well, I just like assumed the therapy would not include us talking. I was like,
he was he was flirting.
Yes, after telling me though that he was a virgin, but then telling me that he was her first, and I was like, how are you a virgin and her first? And then he explained that to me, her first with everything else, and I was like, I'm so weirded out right now. I was like, I didn't ask for any of this information.
Where are you finding these people?
Hinge.
Okay.
Like dating apps.
Got it.
That's why, it's unserious. Unless someone like surprises me.
And then what happened to 5 and 6?
Was that 4? That was 5, no? Oh no, 5 I went out with. Mm-hmm. And then like, it was the same thing. I mean, he just like said something I didn't really like. It's not in a like aggressive way, but like there are certain like phrases and vibes like I don't click with, and if it seems like, oh, we clicked and like I liked you or like we got along, but then you shifted gears from like, they have to like bring me flowers or right. Like I'm not necessarily looking for something serious, but I'm not feeling like wasting my time on hookup culture. Mm-hmm. Like I'd rather just be chilling by myself. I like hanging out with me. But like when you go on a good date and then they shift it to something sexual really fast, I'm like, oh, okay, carry on. Someone else will be into this. Oh, and number 4, that one. Then I said, oh, that's funny. And like the therapy thing, I was like, oh, okay, like LOL, weird. And then he texted me the next day in the middle of the day and was like, I need head so bad right now. And I just responded like, maybe ask your ex. It seems like she's willing and eager. Like, and then haven't said anything. I think I called him baby girl. I was like, baby girl, you should ask your ex. It seems like she's willing and eager. Because I was like, what the hell? And he filled out the application too. So I was like, this is why I'm judging based on actions. Like, that's crazy work. Like, filling out an application and then being like, randomly, I want head. Like, oh, what? Okay. Ask someone else. I'm not the one.
Okay. Okay. To go back to some of your rules. So you mentioned that obviously height matters based upon what you said in there.
Yeah. I'm not like... Anyone else would tell you this too. Like, I do have kind of types. Like, I do care about someone being taller than me. Mm-hmm. I'm 5'3". It's not hard to be taller than me.
But so if the guy is 5'5".
No.
Okay. So
like
it is hard to be taller than you.
I like 6 foot. Okay.
Okay, there we go. So they have to be 6 and above.
I want to. Yes, maybe 5'11".
Okay.
Okay. There's some leniency.
Gotcha.
I like wearing 6-inch platforms.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes me tall. If I'm towering over you in 6-inch platforms, we're not gonna. Yeah.
I mean, you'll be 5'8" at that point. So anybody 5'8" and above, or no, 5'11" and above.
I like them when they're looking down a little.
Okay. How much should a guy make?
I need to work on this portion. I've never looked for money.
Okay. You think you should?
I think I need to care a little bit more.
Okay.
I do I want someone to have be a little bit more career driven or care about what they're doing and have some drive rather than, not having a car and sleeping on someone's couch. Probably should stop doing that.
It also depends on age, yeah? If you're with somebody who's 19 years old.
Yeah, no.
Then that's obviously...
No. He was in school.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just making a point that the expectation for them to be making X amount of money would be unrealistic.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really cared, but I do want to like care a little bit more. Not in the way of being a gold digger, but just like having someone that is at least driven.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated on someone?
No.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
By this last relationship?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, okay. And what happened?
What would happen?
What happened when you got cheated on? How did it happen? How did you find out?
Got that hey girly text.
From the girl?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
And then another one. And I was like, oh.
While you're in a relationship with this person?
Yeah, but we were on an on and off thing. So I'm like, I don't even know where the ground is, but like the timeline was. But I do know that at some point the timelines did overlap.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, so he's like cheating on her with me without me knowing, but then also still talking to her when like it was a whole thing. He just is like a serial dater.
Uh-huh.
Like,
did you confront him?
Yeah, and then we stopped talking for a while.
And then what did he say?
He just was a very like snap off person. I mean, obviously if you have like others, that's easy enough to do. But I mean, we just recently reconnected.
Why?
I don't know. Life. Not in a dating way. Hell no. Hell no.
We'll see.
No, we will not see. That we will no see. In terms of seeing, I'm blind.
Would you ever forgive somebody who cheats on you?
Well, I mean, I forgave him, but maybe I wouldn't have if I like saw a relationship like in the future with I wouldn't.
Would you forgive your husband if he cheated on you?
I have weird concepts on this because marriage is kind of weird to me. I want to be married. I want to be married. I want to have children. Like, I want to have a career first, but then I do eventually want to. But I think that marriage is such an interesting thing because like it's binding and it's forever. And I don't know if people, I think emotionally can be with each other forever. I think they can. But like, I don't know if wandering eyes aren't a thing if you're with someone that long. Like, what is that whole thing that like something's cursed by monogamy? I would prefer instead of my husband or like wife, I'm by the way.
Clearly.
Clearly. It was the hair that gave it away. I knew it.
It's just a few things that you said.
But like, I would rather us have a conversation about opening up the marriage and having clear communication about it if it's just a sexual thing than like one of the partners cheating. Because if we have such a strong emotional relationship and also like say we have kids together, like, and there's obviously a lot of love there, then I would rather that be a conversation before them cheating. If they did cheat and I found out about it, I would want to leave, I think. I would not want to forgive. Because that's just such a break of trust. Sure. But I would have the conversation I just had with you going into the marriage.
Of course.
You know, that would be talked about before.
I
don't know. I feel like infidelity in a marriage, especially when there's children's, that's a no. I feel like that's a no. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that people make mistakes regardless, right? Whether you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't necessarily mean that only men cheat. Obviously, women cheat as well.
Yeah.
So
everybody cheats.
But I don't think that cheating is the only mistake that people make in relationships. I think people make mistakes all the time. And I just think the point of view that most people have on cheating is a lot more harsh
Yeah.
than other things.
I think that like where my brain lies is if it's sexual, I think I have more leniency in my brain. But if there's an emotional connection there, I feel differently about that. Like I would rather someone like that I'm with, if I'm in a marriage. If I'm dating, then like we're not getting, like, why are we together? If you're cheating, then just don't be with me. You want to be with someone else. Like, that's simple enough. But in a marriage, like if it's a sexual thing, I think I would be a lot more lenient. But if it's an emotional thing, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel.
Yeah.
Because like, especially if there are children involved. Like, what? But I mean, I think that married men cheat all the time.
Yeah. So if your husband came home and was like, baby, I was out last night and I was drunk and I ended up having sex with this girl. And I don't even know her name. I'm sorry.
I think I would be more lenient about it. Like, I'm not going to be like, woo, yay, get it, Bo. Like, what? Like, no. But if he came to me automatically. Okay, cool. Took accountability for his actions. Okay, cool. Like, then it has to become a conversation. I'm not immediately like, fuck you, I'm out, divorce papers. Like,
are you, I'm assuming you want a more monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. And why is that? Why do you want monogamy rather than an open relationship?
I don't know. I think I just want that like security.
You think it would be more secure if you were in a monogamous relationship than an open one?
Yeah. I think I want to be with one person.
Okay.
I want to have
desire
like
to be with one person.
My person.
Got it.
Yeah. And I think that a little bit my mind has shifted since like being in my relationship, because like I liked having someone that I did like at the time consider like my person. Had things been perfect and amazing, like I was happy in that. Like the thought of monogamy, which I was kind of like about before, at least right before him.
Okay.
And then before that, I was just very much got so like attached to someone that it consumed me. I was coming from a different mindset on monogamy, because it wasn't even just that. It was like validation and like my own issues that caused me to cling, because it's like that person was not even offering me anything. Like they were not bringing value to my life. If anything, they were taking it away for sure. But like now, I think, yeah, I'm more aligned with the thought of monogamy.
Okay. At what point do you think that being in a relationship is something that you're going to feel like you're ready for?
Like, when do I think that I'm going to be ready to be in a relationship?
I guess the question is, what needs to happen for you to feel that?
Oh, like with a person, or just for me?
For you.
I mean, I'm sure it'll happen naturally, but that's why I have like my guards so like my boundaries so set high, so I don't like fall into like old patterns. So I'm trying not to attract those people that I don't see myself being able to have an actual relationship with. And in the process, I'm trying to heal like a lot of other things about myself, like in terms of like all these past triggers and stuff. So I think when I feel very like secure with a person and not not like anxious, or general butterflies are like, that's cute in the beginning. But like, if I feel like I can breathe in the relationship and I'm not constantly like on my toes, or I feel like it's like a lot of work and we're not on the same page, or like we don't like, I think that that's like where I'm gone. But if I'm like at peace with the person and we're aligned, and I don't feel like it's amoebaing where like you are so codependent on each other, like we can live our own lives and like be partners and genuinely want to boost each other up, and like no one's stressed and throwing things, or like one's crying and panicking when they're like, you know, I think that that's when I'll know it's right. But like, I think right now I'm just kind of like vibing and seeing what happens. Like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not like, oh my God, I'm so stressed, I'm not in a relationship right now. Like,
right.
Like, no, dude, I'm chilling. I like hanging out with me. I'm good.
Do you think that men prioritize women's orgasm as much as women prioritize men's orgasm?
Fuck no. Fuck. Immediately. Fuck no. Hell no.
Why do you think that is?
I think the right man should.
Sure, but why do you think that that's the case?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe because it's harder to do. It's more work. Like, I don't know, but they don't be doing it. Like, unless they are. And when they are, like, that's sick. Like, thank you for thinking about me. Like, oh my God, bestie, that's so sweet of you. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. Maybe it's because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we've allowed it. Like, we've enabled this behavior. But, or they just don't know what they're doing. Or they just don't care.
Do you ever ask?
Ask if they care?
No. Well, no. But ask, hey, what about me? Or like, oh, my turn. I don't know, something. Like, have you ever experienced this where you wanted to, you were kind of like left high and dry, I guess, and then you wanted to say something, but you didn't?
That is another thing that kind of came with like my last relationship, but also a little bit before that. Like, I started to be able to speak a little bit more openly when it comes to like prioritizing, not just, you know, prioritizing myself, but like speaking up for myself in terms of sex, because I had, as I said, those like people pleaser fawning tendencies, like that applied to everything. Like, I did not care. Like, I was just there. And also I have like sexual trauma. So like my feelings with sex were weird, to say the least. Like, but then that changed a little bit more, and I do feel more open to speak about myself and actually like care about myself in that situation. Like, not just be like, oh, okay, like whatever. Like, I feel more comfortable in being like, dude, hi, I'm literally here, you're welcome, but also, hi, like, you can leave the room. Like, I will gladly use a vibrator if like you can't handle it. Like, hell, bring it into the picture. We're good. Like, but I think that it should matter. Cause like, why are you the only one getting a happy ending right now? Like, okay. But I mean, some of them, like some people just like, they don't know.
Sure.
So like, then you have to be comfortable like teaching them, but like also you have to understand your body to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So I think that was like a whole thing, feeling like comfortable in my own like sexuality and like strong enough to verbalize what my wants or needs were. Cause before I was genuinely just like thinking of them. So that's like a new thing. But also I have had like sexual partners that genuinely did care.
Okay.
And like, that was cool for me. It also, but like at the time it was nerve-wracking because I was like, oh, I feel like I'm on the spot. Like that made me a little bit nervous because I wasn't used to it. But now I'm like, damn, that's a man. Like,
hats off.
Yeah. Hats off to you, bud. You did your research. Don't care how you did your research. I know, but someone cooked here. Someone cooked here, and I'm glad she did.
That's funny. Should your partner be allowed to follow sexy influencers?
I don't even know my opinions. I freaking follow like OnlyFans girls and stuff like that. I mean, I have friends that are like in the industry and stuff, so like I have no judgments on it necessarily. I don't know if it would make me feel insecure or not, but I'm definitely have never been the type of girl that's like gonna stalk the ex. Mm-hmm. I'm never the one that's like wants your phone password or your location. Like,
what if you see them like commenting and liking their photos and stuff?
I think I would feel a little weird about it, and I'd probably just talk about it with them.
I'll just set like,
I'm not going to be like, fuck you, how dare you. I'm like, damn, she is hot. Like, period. I'll add a fire emoji right next to yours. Like, but I think if I feel uncomfortable by it and I'm seeing that, and like, if it automatically makes me, I'm just going to talk to them about it.
What if I said, oh, she's really hot, I really want to fuck her, but obviously I won't?
Is she an actual option? Like,
let's say she's one of your friends.
My friend?
Yeah. Would you rather a guy kept his thoughts to himself or shared it with you?
Shared.
So then if I said to you that, let's say we go to lunch or something, we hang out with a few of your friends, and then one of your friends is very hot. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, baby, I really want to fuck your friend, but obviously I wouldn't.
I don't think I would feel that great about it.
But you just said that you wanted the thought to be shared. I know.
Well, yeah, now I don't know. Now I don't know. Like, given that circumstance, I think I would be like, the fuck, you're never going to, like, I don't want to bring you around her anymore. Like, that does make me uncomfy. Just as much as I'm sure if I, like, met one of his guy friends and I was like, yo, raw, next question. Like, he definitely would be like, so she's never seeing that guy again. Like, for sure. Like, same thing would apply, I think. But, like, I also think these are things, like, maybe I'll know in the moment. Depending on, like, how close I am with my partner. But I don't think that would make me feel that great inside. Just as much as, like, the same thing applies.
Sure.
Unless we're out and it's, like, a random girl and I'm like, dude, she's hot. And he's like, she is hot. That's a different case. Okay. But that I like girls, so. Right.
So that's
But allowed. I picked her.
Right. Exactly.
I prefer it to be a stranger, though.
Okay.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Not a friend. That's too close to home. It's too close to home.
Is flirting cheating?
Oh my God. What do we consider flirting?
What do you consider flirting?
I don't know. Because, well, see, okay, the problem is I'm very, like, naturally flirtatious. Like, maybe that's a red flag in me to other people, maybe. Because, like, I am, for sure, especially if I'm drinking, so. But that's, like, a whole different personality, and she'd be different. But, like, naturally I am, or it can come off that way. So, like, I don't know. I think with, like, a guy, it's more, like, you can tell when they're flirting, because I feel like girls can kind of just, like, exist and men will see it as flirting sometimes. Whereas, like, a guy, like, actively, like, does work to flirt with a woman. Sure. So, like, that's where I don't know. Like, I literally, I don't know. And I don't know if I consider it cheating or not. Like, I wouldn't feel great about it, but I would love to have like an idea of the situation.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So
give me a hypothetical.
Let's make this very simple. So again, the question is, do you consider flirting cheating? And so now the flirting is that, let's say, then this could be in the context of text, or it could be in the context of in person. Mm-hmm. Okay. I see a girl and I'm like, hey, you're hot. Let's start with that. Is that cheating?
Yes.
Okay. Let's bring it down a notch. No.
I want to be so cool and be like, nah, but maybe I'm not that cool anymore.
Okay. So you're not that cool anymore. So that's cheating. I don't think I'm that
cool anymore.
Now,
if you're in a monogamous relationship, then why the fuck are you let's not be in a relationship. Sure.
But okay, so let's bring it down a notch. So now I see the girl and I say, hey, you have a beautiful smile. Is that cheating?
No, because if I did that, is it cheating?
If you said that to a girl or a guy?
A girl.
If you said that to a girl, no. But then again, if you fucked a girl, I wouldn't consider it cheating. But that's just me. Some other guys would.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that has to be talked about in general.
Right.
Like, see, I think that's a sweet compliment. Because if I said that to a guy, if we're saying that, like, if I said it's not cheating, then, like, if I said that to a guy, would he be upset? If I was just like, you have a beautiful smile, or like, you have very pretty eyes, like, I'll compliment someone random on the street if I like your shoes.
So you're looking at that as a compliment at that point.
Yeah, okay. I just see that as like a compliment. I don't see that as like, it's not a deep conversation.
Now,
and you're not being like, I want to fuck, like, because you got a pretty smile.
So let's say, now I said, hey, you have a pretty smile. We should hang out sometime.
Cheater. Cheater. Am I there?
You're not.
Cheater.
And but I say, hey, you have a bunch of guy friends. I'm trying to have some girlfriends.
Fuck no. No, because that's a new equation. What are you gonna do with her? You want to hang out with her alone and get to know her and somehow mythically build this friendship while you have a whole ass girlfriend?
I think she has great energy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't care. Don't care. She has great energy. We have bad energy. Bye. Like, no. That's weird. That's weird.
What if she's ugly?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, okay, maybe I'm going to feel less insecure, but if I have that for a pretty person, then, like, I got to have the same boundaries for if they're not that pretty.
Okay, but you said a very interesting thing here, which is, it sounds like your insecurities are causing issues, but then if I, as the guy, have insecurities about your relationships or your friendships, then now all of a sudden, why are you so insecure?
But I already had these friendships.
But this is besides the point.
What do you mean?
It's causing insecurities regardless.
It's causing insecurities in my partner? Because I have male friends?
Yeah.
But if he becomes homies with my male friends, then he's not insecure.
Yes. But it's hard to become homies with somebody that you know wants to fuck your girl.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. If you introduce them and they, like, get along and and they're considered like
but the
family,
same thing could apply to you.
Their approval on, like,
I understand, but same thing could apply to you. Yeah, I meet this girl, she has a beautiful smile, and I'm like, oh, you guys should become friends.
No. No. Like, I'm sorry, I have friends. I don't need a new one that you just thought had a pretty smile and you met at, like, where? Where did you meet her? You walked up to a girl in a grocery store? Like, why were you walking up to a girl in a grocery store to tell her she has a pretty smile? Because you want to be friends? Liar. I'm not walking up to, like, some hot guy in a grocery store and being like, I'm not walking up to some slutty indie boy in a coffee shop being like, you got pretty brunette hair. I want to be friends. Like, no. So neither are you. You have ulterior motives. Like, we're not going to be friends.
Oh, that is funny. Okay.
Like, he definitely didn't walk up to her and was like, I have a girlfriend. You have a pretty smile. Like, no, that's weird. Not a fan. The same thing would apply to me. Like, no. On either side,
Okay. So, final question then. The size matter?
Correct.
What's the ideal size?
I don't have one, but I know when it's not. I don't have one, but I know when it's not. I haven't had that problem though.
Okay.
I think I've lucked out, but it's also like, it's always the scrawny, like nerdy ones that, you never expected. So like, and that's a common type of mine. So I'm just like, oh damn, sick. Like, I've never had a problem. I really hope I don't, because then if I do, I'm going to be like, damn it, I liked you. And now I'm disappointed.
What if a guy said, hey, I don't want to have sex for the first 3 months or like 6 months? No sex for 6 months. I want to build this emotional relationship with you.
Oh, that's such a fucking catch-22, because like, what if you build a relationship and it's emotionally really, really good, and then you get to that part and the sex is bad? Then like, fuck, you just wasted like 6 months of your life.
So
that's when you become friends.
Okay.
That's when you become friends. We formed an emotional connection. We spent 6 months together. And we like each other as people. Clearly, if we're spending 6 months together and not fucking, we must like each other as people. Like, and the sex is just not it. Which ultimately, like, I mean, sex doesn't matter to some people.
To you, it does.
It does. It really does.
What if you could train the person, though?
I don't want to do that ever again in my entire life. No. I want a man. I do not want a boy. I do not want to train a puppy. I did not sign up for that. I don't want to do it.
What if the person has all the qualities in their personality that you're looking for? It's perfect. But the only thing is the sex.
And they're not small.
Micro penis.
Bye. Bye. The fuck? You can't train that. What? That's like training a thumb from Spy Kids. Like, what do you mean? No, I'm not marrying that. I'm sorry. What if that gets passed on to my child? I don't want to have to deal with that.
Well, I guess if it's a girl, then it doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, I want girls, but like, you don't know if you can always control that. And if that's given to my kid, I don't know. I can't be that mom. I'm sorry. I'm not equipped. Neither is he.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. We can be friends. We can be friends. That's it.
But that'll be all.
That'll be all. Thank God we've spent 6 months not having sex.
Getting to know each other.
That's why they wanted to wait 6 months. They were like, I'll hook her in, and then she'll be okay with this.
Well, I mean, so I had this rule where I wanted to build an emotional connection with the girl that I was with, and so I had a 3 month rule of not having
3 month. There's like the whole 3 month theory too, like that personality shift.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I did this with my ex a few years back, and she had a very hard time, but she would tell me that after the fact, once we did have sex, she told me that she would go and like hang out with her friends and tell them that, oh, we haven't had sex yet, and they would say why, and then she would tell them that, oh, because like Mo didn't want to have sex. It's like we have this rule of like 3 months, and then so they would ask, does he have something? Does he have a disease? Does he have a small dick? Why does he doesn't want to do it? No guy's ever done this. Nobody does this. And so there is that perception, but I do think it actually really helps, because you truly do end up building a connection just based upon your emotional compatibility as opposed to the sexual one, because what ends up happening is once you have sex early on, there is this misunderstanding between the emotional compatibility and affection and attraction just because of sex.
1000%. It also creates a chemical bond. So like you might even be just like stigmatized, like,
exactly.
you know,
it's just not
on both
straight.
and like that, is that love or is that oxytocin? You don't know. Like, so I mean, I'm completely chilling with that. Hopefully when the 3-month rule ends, like vibes are vibing. God help us that they are, but like, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, I don't really want to do like hookups, and if I do, I already have people.
Right.
Like that I could just hook up with, and like we're very close, like we're friends, like in that way, like like friends with benefits, you know, and like they're safe, they're vetted, we can still be like have an emotional friendship, and I like feel secure with them and safe, and it's not just like a random person like that. I don't really want to like just let people into my energy space like that anymore. Sure. I didn't really I wasn't huge on hookup culture in general. So, and it's not that I'm anti that, it's just more an energetic thing. I love sex, don't get me wrong. Like, hell yeah. But I think it is like, I think it's more connective. I don't think that anything's actually casual. Like, I think that's a lie. Where everyone's like, it's just casual. I'm like, no, some party's getting hurt in this. And also, like, I don't know. I just don't agree. But, maybe just not for me, because I can't be.
I think just like anything else, being compatible in that sense is also a thing. Because if two people are also casually having sex and they're both compatible, then they both understand that it's casual.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like, I feel like that's what like friends with benefits are. I more mean like one at a time, like just that I don't really like for myself, at least.
One night stands in that way.
Exactly. Like I don't really like that, because I just like, I don't even know you. And like I just like
where have you been
literally into my body. Like that's like a whole soul like that makes me yeah. But I don't know. Like I'm trying to wait. Like I want to get to know somebody, and rather than just like have that immediate thing. And then like once you do have sex, it's like that's so expected, and you can honestly like you kind of can stop getting to know the person, because then that just becomes like a thing that happens a lot more often. So I'm like, if you're actually going on dates and all of that, like you're spending time with each other, not in a sexual way, actually learning about each other, I think the 3-month rule is kind of genius.
It really is.
Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna take that with me. I'm adding it to the application. Are you willing to wait 3 months? Please don't text me that you want head randomly. Thanks, stranger.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for coming on the show. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
Very
that was fun.
Open and honest.
It's my thing.
Let's hope for the virality of this one.
Yeah,
let's hope for it. Universe. When you go home, put it in on your little table.
Put it on my altar.
Altar.
Put it on my little altar. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. See you later.
Bye.